All right, welcome back to the Next Gen Garage Series. We're still working on the right front suspension. We just finished the lesson on the right front spring, so we're going to play with its companion, the right front shock. And just like on the left side, you have a compression and a rebound. The compression, just to recap, is where the suspension is being compressed up into the body, or as the weight is being thrown to the right front corner of the car, the suspension and the spring and shock all compress. The compression setting controls how fast the compression can occur. The lower the number, the faster the weight transfers to the right front. The higher the number, the slower the weight transfers to the right front. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and, just for giggles, we're going to go ahead and set our compression to 1 so that it transfers to the car, right front corner of the car, almost instantly. And we'll see how it affects the handling. This should make the car tight, or this should loosen the car up, particularly on entry. Turns in really good. So she gives it a lot of bite really fast, so the right front wheel grabs and makes the thing turn. And then as you get on the throttle through the rest of the corner, the weight will then transfer off to the rear tire. Basically, the faster the compression, or the lower the number, the faster the weight transfers to the right front, and the more quickly you reach maximum grip. It also allows the weight from the right rear of the car to come up to the front quicker, which takes traction away from the right rear tire. Alright, so now we've seen what happens with the compression setting set to 1, which allows the weight to transfer the quickest. Now we're going to go back and we're going to slow down the weight transfer significantly. We're going to go to a 10 on the compression. Now the weight will still get there, but it'll take longer to get to full compression on the spring. So with the number set to 1, we were probably hitting the full compression of the spring shortly after we start the turn. This one here, it should go a lot further into the turn before it hits full suspension travel, which should make the car tighten up. It also keeps weight over the rear tire longer so that it's less likely to lose traction. So it does, coming into the corner, it does tighten it up. It doesn't want to turn quite as well. But once you get past the center of the corner, at that point you're on the right rear tire, so it becomes less important once you get from the center of the corner off. Give us an idea of what we get when we increase the compression on the right front spring. right front shock rather. So now we're going to set that back to the 5. And now we're going to look at rebound, which is going to basically do about the opposite of what the compression does. So we're going to drop the rebound down to 1, which when we come into the corner and we start to transition back onto the throttle, it should allow the weight to transfer off the right front much faster. As a general rule, this should loosen the car up on entry. Actually, should loosen it up on exit, actually. It shouldn't make much of a difference on entry, but we'll see. It does loosen it up on exit. Particularly on the throttle. Yep.
Not even a scratch from here can see on the car. What? Earl, you need to get a better look at that. Look at that on TV. That looks pretty fucking bad to me.
So in other words, as you loosening the car up will happen because of too fast a rebound on the right front. So now we're going to go the other way to more rebound. This should tighten the car up coming out of the corner, but we'll see. Does so it comes out of the corner without wanting to spin out like it just did a few seconds ago. Still a little bit free. I've got to kind of compensate for it, so I'm actually getting the outside wall. But as you can tell, it's tightening the car up. So, to recap, I'll go back into the garage here. The more rebound you have, the tighter the car is going to be coming off the corner. The less right front rebound you have, the looser the car will be coming out of the corner. And that pretty much sums up the lesson on the right front shock. Now the shock rebound slope, I'm not quite sure what that all really handles, but that's most likely going to be for like handling bumps and adjusting for bumps and stuff like that. But that's something I'm probably not going to play with quite yet. I'm going to work mostly with the rebounds and the compressions before I start getting big time into the slope. Anyway, that basically concludes this lesson, and we'll see you in the next one.